Well, I've always been drawn to technology. Both my parents are scientists. Conversations around the dinner table talked about, electron orbitals and so forth. Everything's new. Everything's a kind of blank sheet of paper. You say, okay, what can I create here? I could generate energy from this, and we could reuse the waste heat over here. So I think people get scared off by things that are technical. People want somebody else to deal with anything that smells of engineering or technology. And yet they deal with incredibly complicated things, whether it's their iPhone or their tax returns or bringing up kids. I mean, you can't get more complicated than that. Radio Energy's role is really as a project developer. In this case, we're trying to develop projects using this new approach of microgrids. At its heart, a microgrid is a way of taking control of your own energy. Microgrid is technology agnostic as far as where the power comes from. The grid-link system that we have can take a feed, can be plugged into from an engine or a turbine or solar panels or a wind tower or hydropower or waste to energy. We really don't care where the power comes from. As long as there's electrons flowing in a wire, we'll take the wire. Most people are used to getting their electricity in one simple way. There's an outlet on the wall and you plug into it. That part doesn't change. The question is, how did the power get to the substation or the building that you're in? All that's pretty much behind the scenes. If it's coming from a utility, anytime you're dealing with new technology, you have to create the market that you're selling your new technology into. I mean, it's different than, you come out with the next version of the iPhone. People already know they want it. Nobody knows they want microgrids today. So we're still figuring out how to get people in tune with the potential of the microgrid approach. Save money. Everybody wants to do that. If you can save money on your energy bills, if you can reduce your emissions, if you're going to have fewer greenhouse gases and other pollutants for the amount of energy that you use, everybody knows that's a good thing. How much they're willing to pay for it is another matter. Startup environment, on the other hand, I think is very tough right now. Capital is scarce. Investors are scared. And even more important, customers are so risk averse right now. Even if you go through, it'll be a lot more rewarding as we come out of the startup phase and start propagating these systems in communities across the country and eventually across the world.